so you've seen my intro video. Now here is me doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. Let's get started. What's up, writers? I'm E.J. Newkirk, and I'm an aspiring science fiction author. Welcome to my channel. Hello. Who are you? Yes. This is Shade. Don't mind if she jumps in every now and then. She's been interrupting me since I've been trying to record, but I figure I'd leave her in because she's so cute. Fluffy. Hi. Shade. Hi. Well, here I am. I'm doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And this video right here will be myself introducing myself to the AuthorTube community using the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0 that was created by Jenna Streety. I'll put a link to her video down below where she does it. If you see me looking down, it's because I have the questions right here on my phone, so I'll be looking down every once in a while. I apologize in advance if I sound a bit stuffy. I do have morning allergies, which sucks, but I took a pill, so hopefully I should be fine. And my cat, Shade, may run in every now and then, so if you hear some meowing, that's probably her. Alright, so here we go. Question number 1. What's your book's pitch? If you have multiple works, choose your favorite. I think Jenna had said that it should be a one-sentence pitch, that was kind of tough to do because I can be a bit wordy at times, but I managed to get it out in one sentence, so here we go. When bounty hunter and gun for hire Duncan Archer is hired to find his friend's killers, he winds up uncovering a conspiracy that goes deeper than anyone ever realized. Yeah, like that? Question number 2. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? This one was hard. I was going back and forth trying to figure out how I can pitch myself as a book, and the best I could come up with is partially on here and partially off the top of my head because what I have here is meh. So let me see what I can do. After graduating Cornell University and traveling around the world, 29-year-old Enoch Newkirk finally settles down with his wife and cats, writes a book, plays D&D, and does all things nerdy. There you go. Question number 3. What do you usually write? I usually write science fiction or fantasy. That's always been my genre. As a kid, I always used to write like mystery short novels, or short stories, I should say. It was usually like film noir kind of short stories, because that was my favorite genre as a kid. But then as I grew up, I switched into science fiction and fantasy because I have such a creative imagination, and the stories I see, it needed to be either science fiction or fantasy. Question number 4. What's something you'll never write? Romance. Nothing against romance, but I can't find myself to write all the romance. I remember I took a class at Cornell. It was a creative writing class, and one class was, write a sex scene. And I was like, ooh, kind of awkward because, how do you write a sex scene? I know you can, but, it's not something I could really find myself to do. I did it, but obviously I did the assignment, but when I was writing, I was like, yeah, this is not something that I want to do often. So, and I was never into the romance subgenre anyway, or genre. So, there you go. Someone's mowing the grass. Question number 5. What's your goal for starting an AuthorTube channel? So basically, my goal, number 1, is to keep myself motivated. I think the more I put out videos on my progress, the more that's a self-motivator for me, because I can see the progress that I'm doing with all the vlogs and all the advice videos that will be coming up. and I can see to myself, yep, this is what I'm doing, and it will just give me the motivation to finally finish my novel and get it self-published. And also, I want to be a part of this AuthorTube community. I think the first AuthorTuber I ever saw was Jenna Streety, and I just loved her humor and the way she presented her videos. That really gave me help with at least writing my novel. And then other AuthorTubers I saw included Jenna Streety, Kim Chance. There's one other one that's escaping me at the moment that I used to watch a lot. I can't think of it right now. Just, wanting to be a part of this AuthorTube community, and share my own advice, share my writing vlogs, and help other writers get started, because, this is a community and we all get together and work together, we can do awesome things. So yeah, I think this is question 6. Let me count. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, question 6. What made you want to start writing? Well, I've always been into writing as a kid. I remember when I was 9 or 10, at least 10 years old. It was in middle school. We were asked to choose a novel to read. I was actually reading The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. And I was like halfway through the book when I saw the trailer come out for the first movie, and I got so excited. I didn't even know they were making a movie about that book about that series, until I saw the trailer. But anyway, going back to what the question was. For middle school, we had read Lord of the Rings. That kind of got me interested in writing. The novel that kind of was the Kickstarter, I guess I could say, was The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett, I think was the author's name. That may be Dashiell Hammett. Reading that got me into the mystery genre. I then started writing my own short stories with a kid detective named Tracer Bullet. I kind of shamelessly stole that name from Calvin and Hobbes, but it wasn't going to be a published self-story. It was just something for me, so I could get away with using that name. But yeah, question number 7. What's your publishing path? Self-published, traditional published, hybrid, haven't decided yet, or just write for fun? Like I said before, it's self-publication. Question number 8. What content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? Well, I would say my humor. I do have a corny sense of humor. It's almost dad joke-like, although I'm not a dad. So yeah, my humor, my vlogs, and just being myself. I think there are a few other AuthorTubers who are minorities and people of color, but I haven't seen many. I just want to add myself to that group, because I know a lot of the other AuthorTubers who are minorities are also women. And if there is a AuthorTuber that's a black man, I haven't found him yet, but yeah, there you go. Question 10, I think. What's your biggest writing struggle? I would say silencing my inner editor. I'm a big, not really big, but I'm a slight perfectionist at heart. I always find myself going back to previous chapters that I wrote, making sure everything's perfect, as if it's going to be a final draft before moving on. And I'm still working to just do like word sprints, or just to do like stream of consciousness and just get that first draft out and not look back. And hopefully once I finish that draft, or I should say not hopefully, when I finish my first draft, I will finally go back and fix everything. But for right now, yeah, silencing that inner editor and telling myself not to get everything perfect right now. Question 11, I think. What's your best writing skill? I would say being very visual. I'm a very visual learner and thinker. When I close my eyes when I'm writing, I see myself as the camera, and I see the scene playing out, like a scene in a movie or a scene in a TV show, and I can visualize what the room looks like, or what the, I guess, location looks like, what the characters look like, and then I try to write that down as much as I can see it. It's actually fun, for me anyway, just closing my eyes and seeing the scene play out like a movie. It really helps me get the writing going. Okay, I actually miscounted. This is question 11. The one before was question 10. If you're new to AuthorTube, what is your biggest AuthorTube question? I would say, as a new AuthorTuber, when do I start putting out writing advice? Because since I'm new and since I'm still in the first draft kind of stage of writing, I don't want to put out, advice right now. I don't think I should put out writing advice. I don't think I should put out writing advice right now, obviously, because I'm in the first draft. So my question would be, when do I start putting out writing advice? Should it be in when I'm in the 4th or 5th draft, or when have the final draft and I'm doing like developmental developmental editing? Just when should I start putting out those writing advice? Question number 12. Are you looking for any new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other types of writer buddies? If so, tell us who you're looking for and connect with them in the comments. I'm looking for all of the above. As of right now, I'm looking for writing buddies, new channels to follow as well, so I can see what other AuthorTubers are doing. And then later down the line, when I'm further into my novel, I will be looking for beta readers, critique partners, and also advanced reader copies. #Aux. No. And last question. What are you most excited for during this new fresh start on AuthorTube? Okay, well, the thing I'm most excited for is the cover reveal. That's going to be exciting, and that's going to be the time when I can say, I finally made it, that I'm finally a published author. Holding that book in my hand is going to be so exciting. Yeah. So, there's my AuthorTube 2.0, Newbie 2.0, no? AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0, there we go. AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. The next upcoming video is going to be the AuthorTube WIP tag. And be sure to be on the lookout for that video, because that's going to be where I talk more about the novel that I'm writing, the cyberpunk novel. Until then, keep writing, and I'll see you in the next video.